Hi, it's Gita, and this is Practical Civics, where we are up to part 4 in our series on the Constitution. In the last video, I covered the structure of Congress and the differences between the two bodies, the Senate and the House of Representatives, and I also recapped what their major powers are, including authority over taxing and spending, regulating commerce, and national defense. So now let's talk about how a bill actually becomes a law. It's a longer process than you might realize. There are 6 steps that a bill has to go through before it can actually be signed into law. First, the bill has to be introduced. It used to be that congressmen would occasionally write their own legislation. That's really uncommon now. Usually an interested party, some third party outside the government, writes and proposes a law. They get a congressman to sponsor it, and then that representative or senator introduces the bill on the floor of their chamber. The second step is committee review, and this is where most bills go to die. The vast majority of bills never make it out of committee. For example, this is where the bid to release the Epstein files is stuck. It's been introduced in the House, but one of the House committees, led by Mike Johnson, is refusing to bring it to the floor. When a bill is introduced and it goes to committee, it goes to one of the specialized committees, like the Judiciary Committee or the Ways and Means Committee. This is the time where experts and staffers can review the bill, hold hearings, debate it, potentially make changes, and when they're satisfied with it, they can bring it to the floor for a vote. Once the bill returns to the floor, there's an opportunity for all the members of that chamber of Congress to debate the bill, but the rules are a little bit different between both chambers. In the House of Representatives, the debate rules are pretty strict and limit the debate pretty significantly, and that's in contrast to the Senate, which, as you know, has the filibuster option, where debate can go on endlessly, effectively killing the bill. If the bill passes on the floor of that particular chamber, say a Senate bill passes in the Senate, then it has to go to the other chamber for a vote, and vice versa. In the second chamber to consider the bill, if it doesn't pass, the bill is now dead. But if it does pass and they make some changes to the bill, then it has to go to a temporary conference committee made up of members from both the Senate and the House. And that's where they iron out the differences, create the final drafted bill, and that is the bill that becomes a proposed law. If it makes it through all of that, then the bill still does need to go to the president for signature. The president can either sign the bill into law or they can veto it. If they veto it, there's one more chance for the bill to become law. It can go back to the Congress, or it can be saved by 2/3 of the chamber voting for it in both the House and the Senate. So the legislature wields tremendous power, and it was designed to wield tremendous power because the legislature is where the people are truly represented. But there are checks on the power of Congress. The executive branch, for